microphone. Is that right, T? But this time I think I had to come on a different tip. Just to let you understand what needs to be done on a regular basis. I hope you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. Peep game, first verse. When we go through our lives, sometimes we never think about how we are blessed. For some, they have to do without money, clothes, a home, or something to eat. Some people live lives that are bittersweet. When Thanksgiving rolls around, or Christmas Eve, those are the only two times that we stop and think about people not as fortunate as ourselves, while we go around just wasting up our wealth. But wait, who am I to criticize? For I am not a judge, although I am wise. So listen to this rhyme, cause it is to remind that we are all blessed, because the Lord is so kind. Cause some people can't see, some people can't even hear, are stricken with diseases that are very severe. Now my rhyme isn't finished, it's only begun. We should all give thanks for what the Lord has done. Come on. Yeah. So the least that I can do is
Father God. That's how we doing it. Ooh, DJ is back. Look, he rolled it on in just like that.
And eating a salad.
Look, and we didn't even have a break. Look, he paid attention today. Woo, DJ Ron C. What?
He doing all that and eating a salad at the same time.
It's the Exchange
Good.
Talkback Radio Show. Join in on informational,
we didn't have it last
motivational, and controversial topics. It's all about the exchange. Here's your host, your girl Stormy on the mic, and co-host Eddie Up.
All the way up.
What's up,
What's up, everybody?
What's up? We back at this thing. Did y'all hear my boy Eddie getting down on that? What's the name of that? I just want to thank you.
Giving thanks.
Oh, giving thanks. I done just renamed the song, but guess what? You know, that's right up my alley. You know, we give praise to Father God. I can do that all day long. And it actually sounds good. You know, boy, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You just doing your thing, preaching and putting God's word out there, you know, gangstered up like that. You know, it's a Compton night tonight.
Thing.
Yeah, we doing a
thing.
Compton thing today. You see, he got his little CPT hat on. You know?
She got her Compton hat on.
We ain't playing with you. Look.
We coming at y'all.
What's your name? Addie.
My name's Addie Up. Your name is Stormy.
We doing this thing. Look, we glad to be back. You
Yes,
know,
we are.
Guess what? You know, it was my birthday last week, and so
Sure
we didn't have no show.
That's right. She celebrated her birthday.
Yeah, 56 years old. You know, praise
Still
God
a
for that.
baby.
No, ain't no babies here, baby. You can tell by the gray hair that I tried to cover today and I couldn't. That's why I got this hat on. Ain't no babies here.
Gray strange come out of this
Yeah,
year.
look, and my gray's coming out here too.
Oh no, you shaved that.
You know, I don't shave, baby, but I took care of it.
Remember on Friday After Next? You need to line that up.
No, you line that up. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Ain't no babies here. That's part of aging.
That's
you know?
part of
That's part of menopause. The men in pause.
the men all paused.
The men all pause when you walked into the door. That's right, because I'm hot. Got to keep that air going, child. Listen, it be hot up in here.
You do.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. But look, check this out. That's our music. How about that? That's our own Ed, the MC Eddie Up, or what you call yourself?
MC Ed.
MC Ed. That's his music, so you can't take us down. We are licensed by ASCAP to play music on our show. Compton Exchange Talk Radio is our urban connection, and I'm your host, Stormy on the mic, and this is my homeboy,
Eddie.
All right, Eddie Up. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good.
You know, that just blessed my soul that we could give praise to God in song, right?
That's right.
And I think everybody can relate to that. So that was a true opening. So, you know, that's got to be a little thing. You know what I'm saying? Can I have that?
Yeah, you can have it.
I can have it? Okay, that's what's up.
You know you can.
Okay, Eddie, tell us a little bit about our show.
Well, you know our show is inspirational, informative, and controversial. We bring to you every Thursday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock a show that we feel represents our community and other ones surrounding us in a good way.
That's right.
And you always can call in and
talk with us and our guests and everything, and give your opinions, ask questions and all that. And our phone number is
310-946-3110. Again.
310-946-3110.
Ooh, I like how that kind of sound. I got to sound like I got a little frog right here, but it's kind of working for me.
Got that sexy rasp. Can I get my DJ voice?
Go ahead, do that.
How y'all doing out there tonight?
You should have stayed with that. You should probably talk like that all the time.
I should, huh?
Yeah, I think you should.
Only on the midnight now.
Okay, well, this is 6 o'clock hour, baby. We're going to do
this
like
is evening
6 o'clock
time.
hour. Okay. Well, this is what I want you to do. Thank you for tuning in, okay? And we want your friends to be our friends. So how about this? Share. Roll it up and say invite. And invite your people to join in on the Exchange Talk Show.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, well, before we get started, we want to give our condolences to Alfred McReynolds. His brother passed away, and Alfred is a classmate at Compton High. That's right. So we give our condolences out to him.
We also give a condolence out to the Jackson family.
Oh, I don't know them, but okay.
No, you know them. You don't know them personally.
I really don't, but okay, go. And what happened?
The father died.
That's right. It's about that time. It's the season, right?
Yeah,
he was almost 90.
89 years old.
Lived a long, good life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so our condolences go out to the Jackson family. Yeah. Not that you've seen us, but in case you do, peace to you too. Okay. So also what I want to say is I want to give a shout out to Keith Bernard from Compton Hub City Pride. Now he has a page on Facebook. Again, Keith Bernard, Compton Hub City Pride. I want you to like that page. That's my homeboy. Go and like his page. Thank you very much. Keith is doing things, okay, and so he's gonna be around for a long, long time.
That's good.
That's real good.
We want everybody.
The Compton folks is doing a doggone thing, right? Okay, this is Compton night, meaning that we representing for real. We doing our thing.
We represent for Compton.
CPT, born and raised, until Eddie ran to Hollywood. I'm true to the game. Everybody can't be true to the game. But I'm true to the game. But anyway, before we move on, look, check this out.
Comptonopoly.
Okay, say again.
Comptonopoly.
Comptonopoly. Now, they love Compton so much.
They made us a Monopoly game.
They done made a game. How about that? And if you don't have some, you should get some. Because guess what? Mine going on for sale. Guess what? Because I was in that line at Walmart back when they told you can only get 2. And I had to get in that line a whole bunch of times.
I got them for sale for $50 a piece. You go on to offer up. Some people got it for $80. Some people got it for $100.
They got some people got it for $300.
Yeah, some $300. You know what I'm saying?
Hit your girl up. If you in town, I give it to you for $45. If you're out of town, I've already checked it. That takes $20 a shit.
So that'd be $65.
So there it is. That part right there.
Fun game. It's a very fun game.
Okay. They done put us on the map. They talk about us. We got holes on the stroll. We still raggedy. But guess what?
We got a game now.
Now we got a game.
And you can only get it at the Compton Walmart when they have it.
You can't even get it online.
You can't get it online. Yes, you can. If you buy it. If somebody's selling it online.
Oh, yeah. You can get it online from us.
Yeah.
Okay. But guess what? Look, check this out. Eddie.
Yeah.
Tell us about. They don't have hotels. They got motels.
No.
And Eddie said they got something for the little holes on the corner. They got little female. They got little holes that you put on Long Beach Boulevard.
These are the things that the little what you call the little things that you as your person that you use to walk around. What is that?
That you use to walk around.
You know when you playing the game. Yeah, like remember there used to be the thimble and the horse and all that. They got a high five.
A big smile,
a heart, the dog, a pretzel, and gym shoes.
Now, how does that represent?
How does that represent Compton?
Now, high five. We can get high five.
High five.
High five. Okay. Now, the big smile. Most people shouldn't smile because some people ain't got no teeth. What I people ain't got no dental plans. We gonna need some help around here. I ain't got no teeth. Sides is missing, baby. Listen here. So now, heart.
Got a heart. What's it? The heart. The heart of the city.
You got a big heart. Now,
everybody got dogs.
It's probably a Rottweiler or a pit bull.
Why do you have a Nino Brown right there? Little Nino Brown.
Little Nino Brown. Now, what does the pretzel represent? I don't know. A gym shoe?
Gym shoe, because all the athletes come out of Compton.
Is that what it is? Okay.
And now the houses are not houses anymore. The houses are blocks. Little square blocks.
And so you said that means to do what?
Like when you say our block, my block, your block.
They on the block.
They're on the block. So
now they done made a game of blocks.
Blocks.
Okay.
And then it used to be hotels Now they got the key to the cities.
Okay.
Whatever you get keys.
Right. Now, what they did do, they said property tax pay $200. I used to like, because Compton property tax is high as giraffe pussy. You know? Property tax, sales tax, any kind of tax that you can get, it's high.
Only thing I don't understand, why they throw Watts in there. Why they just have everything Compton? You feel me?
Wait, what you said is the hub city, baby, right?
Yeah, with
and
the hub
the
city
surrounding areas.
Okay.
So they just brought in the surrounding areas. That's what they did.
Cool.
Part.
I'm cool with Watts, though. I have no
they
problem with
ain't got
Watts.
you going to jail, though. They just got traffic jam.
Traffic jam.
Yep. What's that?
And you mad traffic jam.
Yeah, what is this?
What that say?
I love Compton. All right, and you stop on I love Compton. Hey now.
And then you pass Compton, you get $200.
Now I'm gonna tell you, whoever created this, whoever did this, genius. Because no matter how they talk about Compton, how they talk about how raggedy Compton is, everybody still want to be a part of Compton. For some, it's like we broke out here, but it's still making money for everybody else. How about that? Because I bet it ain't made no money for nobody in Compton.
And you know what? You helped a lot of businesses out too. Because look at.
Rosecrans Avenue.
Where's my boy at? They got what's his name on here? What's his name? From the Manny's. They got Manny's Bike Shop.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
It must have been around a long time.
Yeah, Manny's been around. I think it's over here.
Yeah, this is very interesting. So
it's fun. It was fun little game.
Before the novelty wears off, get you a game. And like I said, and if you don't live in the city of Compton and you hit your girl, or you hit your boy up. We got plenty of. We got you. Go ahead and go into our inbox and say, I want that Compton. It ain't Compton Monopoly. It's Compton.
Compton-opoly. Yeah, I saw one met the person at the supermarket.
Okay.
They like incognito.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna get ready to do our other segment of our show, and that's our Stay Woke segment. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep you woke on what's going on around here, right?
Yeah.
All right now. So what we want you to do is
stay woke. Baby, creep. Ain't no stranger. Won't catch you see me. Ooh, now stay woke. Baby, creep. Don't you close your eyes. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I got one Stay Woke right now.
Go ahead.
Check it out. My Stay Woke is, if you're traveling, right, the top and worst airlines for traveling, right? So I have the top 9, okay? So if you're traveling, these are the airlines that you want to travel on. And the first one is the best airlines, Alaska. Alaska is the best airline. How about that? I've never flown Alaska.
I never flew Alaska neither.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm gonna be looking for it now. But they did this big old thing and researched about seating, money, but the luggage, your bags, who you have to pay back, all this different stuff. And Alaska's number 1. And I heard Alaska's been number 1 for a long time. Don't sleep on Alaska. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. The next one, number 2.
That's the popular one.
Now, number 2, coming in number 2. Southwest. Okay. Don't sleep on Southwest. You don't pay for your bags. You don't get to pick your seats. You just get on.
That sound like.
Just get on the bus.
That sound like the soul plane.
Just get on the bus. It's like the Greyhound of the air. Just get on the bus. Okay, so Southwest is knocking number 2.
All right.
Now, number 3.
I've been on that
Number
one.
3 in the building is
Delta.
Now, everybody, for real, I'm going to tell you, I'm a little ghetto bougie for real. So I always want to be name brand when I come to flying. And I always was trying to get my tail on Delta. Because my boss, Treva, that's all she flew was Delta. Okay? Now, it's comfortable. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? Everything is together. But guess what? They coming in at number 3. Okay?
That's good.
Trey,
Top
right?
Trey.
Okay. So, you can do Alaska, Southwest, or Delta. But it's funny, Alaska still got them beat.
Got them beat.
Okay.
Southwest is number 2. Lord have
Southwest,
mercy.
That's right. Because they're talking about money, accommodations, seating, being comfortable, all these different things. So it's a lot to it in order to make these numbers. So Delta came in number 3. So high five at Delta. That's cool. I'll still fly with you. The number 4 seat sits on who gets the number 4 seat? United Airlines. And these is all, this is like, what do you call it? Like Rodeo Drive people that you would think. You got Delta, now you got United. And United is coming in on number 4. And there would always be a airlines that I would fly with as well. Okay. Yeah. Now who's coming in 5? The 5th. Who's coming in 5th? Who's the runner? The 5th runner?
Frontier.
Now you know
I
you
ain't
never
never rode
flown Frontier.
I didn't even know it was a Frontier.
Now you know what?
Frontier
guess what?
Airlines.
They're number 5.
They're number 5.
They're number 5. So if you're traveling, you know, and you can't probably get on Alaska, then maybe you can get on Frontier.
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming in number 6.
Number 6 is
American Airlines. And you know, American Airlines. What I find about American Airlines is this: they go everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. And I think their hub is in Texas. But they seem to fly everywhere. When you searching for something, you can't find something. I promise you on cheap tickets, American Airlines comes up every time. they come up every time. Okay, so now coming in number 7.
I don't think everybody wants to fly
Lucky
that
number
one.
7.
Spirit.
Child, shut up, honey. I don't like that
Nobody
Spirit.
don't
'Cause
like
I'ma tell you,
Spirit.
they charge you for everything.
They charge
I
for
can't
everything.
stand no Spirit. You might go someplace for $1.39, but by the time you finish, you can pay you $300.
$399.
Because you got to pay for the bag you carry on, the
Bag
bag
you put on under the dang plane, the hat you're wearing.
and then you get
Your hat's too big. You gotta pay for that hat.
you pay for the nuts. They don't even give you nuts.
No,
So you got to
you-
pay for your pretzels.
Can't get no free nuts.
I would fly the Spirit. If Spirit is your last minute stop. If it was, I'm just telling you because I did Spirit, honey. And
Spirit like
time
Soul
they start-
Plane.
you
That's
know,
Soul Plane.
Exactly. Now when you get on Spirit, you be trying to sneak stuff on.
Yeah.
You know,
Like you do in the theater.
you know, you gotta sneak
Bring your
this
own
in.
food.
Yeah, put this in. You know, I ain't got no 2 bags.
Ma'am, you can't eat that hamburger on here. Well, you ain't got one for me.
Now who thought it was about charging you for bags? Remember when they didn't charge for bags?
Yeah.
You know, well, all
Well,
right.
we see
but
where
you know,
you at,
who's
number
coming in
7.
at number 8?
JetBlue.
Now you know when I always
I
want to fly
thought JetBlue. I
JetBlue
did
because I
too.
heard they had the big TVs
Yeah.
and the big seats. But child, listen, they working on number 8, so they must not
They
be doing
pretty
too
damn. They
great.
kind of low.
They might be expensive.
Might be expensive.
Have you ever flown JetBlue?
No, I haven't.
You know, well, child, listen. Okay, well, you know, we trying to get you guys to stay woke on these airlines. Okay?
Virgin. What about Virgin? They nowhere.
It's not on the list. Stick
Because
with the list.
they're
Stick with the
expensive,
list.
though.
Stick with
They're
the list.
expensive.
They didn't make
Okay.
the list. How about they didn't make the
They
list?
didn't make the list.
So this is from the best to the worst, but guess what? They ain't even on the list. So if you ain't on the list, hallelujah, Jesus, maybe you should probably not fly them. They ain't no sponsor of ours.
No.
Right?
That's
Are
right.
they sponsoring us?
No.
Whatever. Who comes in at number 9?
It looks like was it Hawaiian Airlines?
Yes.
Hawaiian
okay.
Airlines.
Okay, Hawaiian Airlines is number 9. So we've given you the best from Alaska being first, Southwest being number 2, Delta number 3, United number 4, and Frontier for number 5. You have American Airlines as number 6 and Spirit at number 7. And how about that JetBlue at number 8 and Hawaiian Airlines at number 9?
Don't they give you hula dances on
Stay
Hawaiian Airlines?
Stay woke on that. Stay woke on that. So, you know, I do have a couple of stay wokes, but I'm going to let you go.
You always got a couple of them.
But you know how we do with that part, yes?
Well, go ahead. You do the other one. Do the other one.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do another one. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to keep it real 100. Might agree, might not agree, but you know, that's the whole thing about being able to have your own opinion, right?
Yes.
They're going to need to do something with these bishops. They're going to need to do something with these pedophiles, right? Child abuse. You know, they had 2 resignations comes in for the Catholic Church because we got 2 more bishops out here playing with these kids. Okay? They need to go on straight and go and burn to hell. And nobody might not like that because we know God is love. But guess what? When you start touching kids and doing stuff you ain't got no business doing, I think you need to sit your ass down and go on to hell anyway.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to hell.
What is that about?
Go to hell. Get
And see, this is what happens. We got people out here representing, supposed to be putting out the word of God. Okay, they out here molesting these children, and then what happens is it stops other people from going to the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Because the church is messed up. We got all this stuff that's going on in the church. But Catholic Church got so much money.
Yeah.
So I guess
They
just
sweep a lot of stuff under the rug.
Set them down. I guess they can just go to the confession closet and be all right, huh? When they tails need to be up in jail. Now, let me tell you, one of them is 78 years old. Bishop somebody, I can't pronounce his name. I don't even want to, honey, but listen. And then one of them is 64. Now, this is what they need to do. It sounds like all the people that are pedophiles are just running under the cloth, right? Talking about they a bishop, okay? And molesting these kids. And we're entrusting our children because it's under the blood, it's under the word, right? And we thinking it's okay. And these fools is molesting them with these dresses they wear, with these gowns they got on. I'm just saying, just a little joke in there, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is crazy. This makes no sense. So, at some point in time, I feel like bishops and people, they need to get some wives around here. And if you got some kind of tendencies, maybe
they go grab with them nuns.
Stupid. You said grab a nun.
Shoot, the nuns over there, they don't mess with men.
Well, what I'm saying, maybe
crazy.
marriage should be a part of it, but at the end of the day, there's no excuse for pedophiles because they're messing with children. Okay, that's a sickness.
That is.
That's a sickness. Okay, back in the old days, they used to stone you. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe they start sitting out the street, start stoning, they'll stop doing it. What you think? Okay, stay woke up in the bishops in the Catholic Church. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So I got one more. You want me to do it? You want to go ahead and handle yours?
You're gonna do yours.
Okay, I seem like I'm running with it right
now. You're running track, baby.
I'm running on down
I done
the
hand the
street.
baton over. You almost at the finish line.
I'm almost at the finish line, baby.
You at
Yes,
the
I
finish
am
line.
almost at the
Do
finish
your
line.
damn thing.
Father God, what is going on with
But
these
you
people?
have some good ones.
What?
You have some good ones though.
What's going on with these people calling the police? Everybody calling the police. What the chick that called the police on the young black girl that was selling water? Did you guys hear about that? She's selling water, and she gonna get on the phone talking about she don't have a permit to sell water. Okay, but let me tell you how the people are doing her. This is up in San Francisco. Okay, people are doing way too much. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna run up on the wrong person, and you're gonna have at it. Okay, you're gonna have at it because it's several people just out of line, they're out of order. And this particular chick right here, she calls in on an 8-year-old girl. It's not her property, but she's selling water, and she's gonna talk about she don't have a permit, so she wants the police to come out and handle that situation. Well, let's think about this. She is a CEO of a dispensary. Okay, the legal marijuana kind, right? And she has her own products. But guess what? Everybody that she was actually giving her products to, homegirl had to step down. That's what I'm talking about when people come together. She had to step down. She is no longer the CEO of her company anymore. And the people that were actually supporting her by buying her items from the dispensary are no longer participating in that. So you can no longer give me your products and I sell it in my store. We ain't trying to bother with you.
That's good.
Okay? So while you over here on the phone hollering, okay, they went on and took your change from you. Okay, and that's what you get.
Snitches get stitches.
That right now, snitches get broke.
Now she broke. That's
so we got to flush her. Like, man, flush this sister.
Can we get a flush?
Her. Can we get a flush? Are you awoke? Look.
We flushing.
We flushing. We flushing on this home chick. I'm like, do I even have her name? I don't know, but we flushing. We flushing her.
We read her name.
Cynthia or something. No, that ain't her. But anyway. They called her Permit Patty. Permit Patty. You need a permit out here to sell this water.
Peppermint Patty.
She Permit Patty, yeah. So that's what's happening on that. So look, guess what? Ain't nobody out here playing. Let me tell you one more thing. Out here in Pasadena, and I believe it was it wasn't at the Wyndham, I'm not sure. There was a Caucasian man walked up on this young black girl, and this young black girl had to be no more than 5 years old, and asked her, did you take a bath before you got into the swimming pool? Okay, asked her, did you take a bath? And then so the mother comes up and he said, well, you guys are required to say. Now he ain't saying that to nobody else, but he gonna tell them, did you take a bath before you got to the swimming pool? I mean, it was crazy. They had to call all these people in, right? I'm gonna tell you, guess what? Walk up on me, it's gonna be a situation.
No.
I'm serious.
Somebody said to my kid go and tell me that, boy, I'm gonna go over there.
They just getting bold with it. Yeah. Do you know you need to take a bath because it's all kind of diseases? And I watched the video and homeboy just kept on standing his ground. I was like, you gonna run into the right person. See, you ain't running to the right person yet. Okay? Come on to the CPT where it's good. Come to the hood where it's good and ask us if we took a bath before we jumped in the pool and see what you get. See what you get.
You ain't gonna come here.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? These people are out of control.
People
are getting out of control.
They always they jumping in. You know what it is?
What is
this president's got it so twisted that people think they can do what they want to. And I'm not trying to, sound prejudiced or anything like that, but some of these white people are treating the black people like we trash.
Well, guess what? The slave days are over.
Oh, it's over.
Okay, so have at it if you want to. Run on up.
Run on up.
Run on up.
Run up and get swolled up.
You see us today, right? We in that fighting mode, right? Run on up.
Run up, get swolled up. Step up and get swelled up.
Whatever. But anyway, you know what? Go ahead and do. You got your stay woke. Cause I'm done.
I think we did enough. We can get our guests on.
We think we did enough. Well, guess what? Today we talk. It's all about the music.
It's about the music.
And you guys heard what we had. I saw our first song was our own Eddie Up. Okay, so Eddie's bringing this all about the music, new artists, that he's talking to and dealing with and stuff like that. And he wants to bring them on in and see what's happening with them in their life, and maybe they'll bust a rhyme or two or whatever. So
or sing.
who we bringing in first?
Who we bringing in first?
Who we got, director? And the director's assistant, who? We
T.Y.
got T.Y. You and I, T.Y.
Okay, bring T.I. on. T.I. Bring T.Y. on in.
She got it. Okay, coming to the table. Coming to the table.
She said, no break. You know what? Yeah, let's take a break when he comes.
Why we need a break?
The director said. She runs this show.
Oh, you said we was rolling. Roll on with it. We on time.
Is this his song?
This you? Is this your song?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Have you seen? Here you go.
Put your earphones on, dog.
Pay attention to her. She'll tell you, is he good? They want you to kiss the mic, baby. We be going through it trying to get you in there. Can you see her? All right.
You can move that mic down a little bit if you want to so your mic.
This is his music, you guys. This is Mr. T.Y.
That way you can have it to your mic.
All right, DJ. Is that you?
That's me.
All right.
What's the name of that song right there?
It's called Chill With You.
Chill With You?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, T.Y.
Yes, ma'am.
What does T.Y. stand for?
Tyrell. That's my name.
Okay, tell the people a little bit about yourself, Tyrell.
So, I come from Inglewood, California. I've been doing music for about like 10 years or so now. Started off just like doing poetry, and like in high school we had like these like poetry competitions. I won a couple of them, and I don't know, I just wanted to progress, and I started trying to write songs, and that turned into me wanting to rap, and then it evolved into this, and it's kind of like this rap singing kind of thing.
So you're a rapper, or do you do an R&B as well?
I just feel like I do both. Like some songs I rap, some songs I sing, some songs I do both. It just, I don't know.
That's good if you can do that, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I feel like this is almost kind of like a rebirth of myself. Like I took a break for a while from music, and I don't know, I just kind of decided like the end of last year, like I really wanted to get back and like just do this because I love it, and it's just something that's always been a part of me. And no matter how many times I tried to quit or tried to let it go, it just found me again. Right. And so now I'm here.
It's in your soul, huh?
Yeah, it is.
So what made you take that break from it?
Frustration. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I did like a bunch of like competitions and showcases and stuff like that, and I just wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see.
So did that bring doubt?
Yeah, it brought a lot of doubt. A lot of people, doubt you, especially when you tell someone you're a rapper, like everyone's a rapper nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. It's discouraging, especially when you're not at that level. You're trying to get people to want to listen, and they're just like, well, you should do something else, And so, but I've overcome that, and I just realized this is me regardless of what people say. So
that's what it's supposed to be. I look at it like this here. When I had my record label, I had my artists, I didn't put them in competitions. Mm-hmm. Because to me, competitions are for beginners. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel if you hone your craft and make it what you want it to be, then you lead yourself to the promised land instead of waiting for somebody to judge you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that can break you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It could bring you down, and then it makes you not want to do it because you feel that you're not good enough. But nobody can say you're not good enough if you feel you're good enough. Yeah. Just put everything you got into it, and that way you don't have that issue with those competitions and stuff like that. And if it's a competition that's paying you a lot of money, okay. But a competition for a trophy and stuff like that, nah, you don't need that. So just stay focused on you, and doing you. And like I said, when I met you in the studio, man, and I came in there and heard that song, I'm like, what? Man, I like it. I like it, man. So
how many songs
appreciate that. Like available or just period?
Okay, so I know you probably made a lot, but what's one is like dear to your heart?
This last project, like I said, this is like the rebirth for me. This is me just like unapologetic. Like I'm not holding back. I'm not doing things because I think people want to hear something. Like this is just what I want to do.
That's
you
awesome.
know?
That's awesome. That's awesome. You're free.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much you're free. I hear you in that rebirth thing.
Yeah.
See, but what God's give you as a gift is your gift. And nobody, it doesn't matter, okay? That's your gift. Nobody gets to take your gift away from you.
Yeah.
So if you believe in it, say nothing comes to a sleep
but a dream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, work on your craft. That's what's up. So you said it's like the rebirth. What's the name of it?
This is called And the Story Goes. And
Okay.
It's crazy. Like I didn't even try to make this project like this, but so I'm newly engaged. I got a kid and everything, and I got my family now. And so like, I proposed to my girl last year, and I wrote a song to do it. And that was it's
because you kill.
Well, thank you.
Look, I was about to say, now you just got a good he got a fiance and a baby. I guess I can't hook him up with none of my nieces.
No, I'm taking.
All right, you taking, okay, because you're cute. Now, how old are you?
I'm about to be 29 on July
okay.
29.
I'm just messing with you. I'm seeing if you got some thick skin, brother, because I'm supposed to say anything. You got to be ready to come forward. You got to be ready for it.
I'm ready, man. I'm
So
ready.
you proposing and stuff right there. You bad like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me hear some of that proposal song.
Well, it's my wife. It's to. Oh, you want me to sing it?
Yeah, think.
You got,
Oh,
not right now. Not right now. We could play it. This is number 6 on the.
Why don't they play and you sing along with it? Can you do
How
that?
about that?
Okay, I'll do that.
You can do that? Did I send that to you?
I only have one song.
Oh.
You just sing the whole song?
Oh yeah, I did. My bad. I sent like the first 3. I
You
didn't
did
send.
that on purpose.
I didn't do that on
No,
purpose.
I was going to ask you about that wedding song, that
What's
proposal.
that, bro?
What song?
It's not in the ones I
He
sent. My
didn't send
bad.
it. He didn't send it. That's
What
okay.
song did you sing?
I sent Girl Meets Guy. I sent Chill With You, and then I sent Anything Goes.
I like that Anything Goes.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite tracks on
Is
there.
that one of your favorite tracks? Did I send you that, DJ?
No,
You sent me one, he said.
I got 2.
Two?
No, I sent it.
Girls Meet Guys.
Girl Meets Guy. Okay, yeah, that's me. Yeah,
Okay, so
You-
you
you'll
said
sing
you're
a little bit
29
too?
years old?
I'll sing it. Yeah.
You're 29.
Play that
do
right
you do
there.
anything else besides singing? What do you do now? Like, do you have another type of profession, or is this your profession? This is how you make your money. This is what you're doing.
I mean, I have a regular job. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I work at Costco.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
and it pays for what I needed
Of
to pay
course.
for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Until you hit that.
Exactly,
right.
and that's
'Cause
where
you
I'm
gonna
trying to
get
get to.
there.
Yeah,
You'll get there.
exactly.
You get there.
Now, I was looking at your album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and who put your album cover together? Because I was trying, because, I went on your Instagram page, I checked you out. And so I'm looking at your album cover, and you got the little blue suit on, with the dreads, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
dreads,
got your
yeah.
little dreads on. You're looking, looking fly, looking like you're about to speak some gospel. Or you're about to, look really intelligent, about to go to the office like you a CEO. You know what I'm saying? So how does that coincide with the music you make? Because is your music like, what's that stuff? What does they put that, at the bottom?
Explicit.
Yeah,
explicit lyrics.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to make you say, well, what is this about?
Right.
It's not your average
Right.
type of cover, and trust me, I mean, I believe in God and everything, but I haven't been to church, and I don't know how long, to be honest with you. And you know what I mean? So it's not. I love God. It's
Okay.
just I work every Sunday.
So I love God. What's wrong with you, huh?
No. I just basically, when you get to the end of the song, the last song is the song proposed to my girl with.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of like, this is me reflecting on me meeting her, on us getting together, how everything's good, how things take a turn for the worse, and then how I realize I can't lose you. And so then I propose to you.
Oh, you realize you can lose her?
Yeah, so it's like, it's loosely based on me, but it's
Loosely.
a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. I'm writing, reflecting before I go to the chapel. You can't really tell, but if you look in the background, it's a chapel up there at the top of the stairs on the album
Praise
cover.
God, see, baby, you don't even know Father God, honey. I love that kind of stuff. He got the chapel, he got the church suit on and all that. He said, I love God. What's wrong with you? That's what I'm talking about. You was reflecting, and the Holy Spirit was working through you to do your right.
No, don't
Yes,
get-
Lord. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ron G. Play a little of that. Let me hear. Let everybody hear him live with it.
I'm at
Oh, yeah,
the
baby.
studio mode.
Yeah,
Okay.
take one
It's
off.
okay.
Take one off.
Hey.
Yeah. Look. You bad, you bold, you bad, you bold, you bad, you bold. This ain't how the story usually go. Been working all week and I'm always tied up, but tonight I'm feeling good. Matter of fact, I'm fired up. Swear I saw the shawty something off a flyer. Man,
It's all right. It's all right.
desire. Thinking all the ways I should get it. Then on second thought, I'm like, nah, just forget it. I know that ain't a type, well, I never would've guessed. Then what happened next, I never could expect. She came over, she said, tell me what's your name. Had to think about it like, hold on, what's your aim? You too fine and I know you got it. Your body like this song, girl, you're so melodic. You bad, you bold. This ain't how the story usually goes. You bad, you bold. This ain't how the story usually go. Let me let you know I ain't no deep boy. Let me let you know I ain't no oh, I run the streets, boy. Let me let you know I ain't no oh, I got the heat, boy. I would rather keep it honest with you. No, I'm not deceitful.
All right. That's what's up. Can we get a clap, Ron? Huh?
Shit, I like that. That's all right.
He said, you bad, you bold.
Appreciate
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. You was trying to explain some things to
Yeah,
her.
you heard.
Yeah, I heard that. You was telling her what you not.
Yeah.
You ain't no bad boy.
He ain't no bad boy.
You ain't no street boy. You ain't all that. But you sound like you had messed up.
Yeah.
Sound like you was sorry. I done went and set myself down somewhere because I'ma really need you.
Yeah.
So you kind of wrote that from the heart, huh?
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. Like, now, before when I wrote music, I tried to write it from a perspective of, like I said, what people wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. Now I don't care. It's what I go through on a day-to-day or what I feel. So, like I said, some of this stuff, it's not necessarily verbatim, but it's how I would approach situations or things, how I view things, you know what I mean? And it's just, you know, that's me. That's me on the track. And that's me in that story, you know?
Okay.
That's good.
Feeling that.
Go on, T.
Appreciate that.
I wish we could hear that song I heard when we was in the studio. Dope.
I mean, I know we don't have
Yeah,
studio
no.
quality right here, you know, and we just put you on, you know.
We always put people on the spot here because I don't been put on blast a whole lot of times. You
Yeah,
know?
you know, you stay on blast, yeah.
Yeah,
But you know your stuff is good.
Nah, I appreciate that.
That's good, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you,
Just
man.
keep up, man. Like I say, we've been talking and we're gonna keep on talking. And
I just got to say, man, like, I really think it was just, like, all in design, you know what I'm saying? Like, our meeting and everything. Like, I was just in the studio randomly. Taco, man, when Taco at the Back House Studio, like, that's, he gets to talking, but he will really come through on some stuff. And he was showing us this man's videos for his domestic violence campaign. And he was like, man, he looking for, you know, artists, this and that. He called him up. He was like, oh, I'll be right there. He, like, 20 minutes, he there, and he's meeting us, talking to us, and the other girl you'll meet, Fallon. And it just, like, from there, just kind of grew into this, like, relationship where, like, you know, I don't know him that well, but I feel like I know him, and I know that he's a stand-up dude. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm rocking with him. Yeah, I'm talking about him. Yeah.
Eddie,
I'm talking about Eddie. Yeah. I can tell, and I know that. Yeah. But I appreciate, you know what I mean, all the love that you've shown and all you guys shown, you know. Yeah. That's love.
Well, it's like, you know, me and her, we try to when we bring artists in, we like to bring artists that's really bringing some substance, you know what I'm saying? And I love artists that have substance, you know, because it's not like that no more, really. You know, the big time artist is a music, a bomb music and a bomb hook, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the substance is nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's not taking nothing from none of the artists that's doing their thing and making that money, but I never want to make my money that way as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you got something that people can relate to instead of what you got, you know, you got something. Yeah. You know, and I think that all the artists that I've been running into, you know, they all have some substance, you know, and that's what I like.
Okay.
Well, we got a couple of minutes, so what we're gonna do is put our number out there. If you guys have any questions for Ti, he's not.
T.Y.
Oh, you and I, Ti. You know why? You know that you and I, Ti. Wasn't that a song?
That was a
that's
song.
You know,
Queen Latifah.
Okay, so you know I'm getting all mixed up.
Spoiler alert,
excuse
that's going to
me.
be one of my albums in the future. I already even thought about it.
Okay. If you have any questions for T.Y., our number again is 310-946.
3110.
Again, that's 310-946.
3110.
And call in and talk to T.Y. Now, he's not single, okay? Okay, so I know y'all looking, but his music is good. Do you have any concerts or anything where you're going to be performing coming up?
Right now, I've just been in content mode, recording.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'm coming up finishing another EP that's called Summertime Fine.
Ooh,
And
summertime fine.
Summertime Fine,
So
yeah.
you ain't fine in the winter, you just fine in the summertime, right?
For right now, you know what I mean? Wintertime, that's
I'ma
when
need
you
you to
pack
do
on
a
your weight.
wintertime.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, for real. Well, you know, now in the
He said
summertime,
summertime fine.
it's time to get it in.
Yeah, they've been in that
Yeah.
gym, huh? Trying to get that
Trying
winter fat
to,
off.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to get this winter
I
fat
think
off
all
and then
is.
winter to the summer. My summertime fine ran away, baby. Ran away last month. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
you-
working on that.
You got anything that you in your social media, anything you want people to come check your stuff out on or anything?
Definitely. You can check out the website. You can call me you can call me Ty. It's letter U, call me, and then it's just TY. It's no dots or anything. .com, and everything's there. My music, my social media, everything. Instagram, same thing. Is you can call me T.Y. There's some underscores in there that I can't remember, so that's why it's best to go to the website, and you can just find everything there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
We
it.
got a call?
No.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's time we got to wrap it up and bring in our next guest. But you hold on tight out there because we might have to bring you back to the round table with everybody. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay,
here.
that'd be
All
awesome.
right. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks for coming.
thank you guys for
All
having
right.
me.
Oh my, girl, you caught my eye. Couldn't tell you why. It's this feeling deep inside. I realize this might catch you by surprise. All I know is keep it real. I just cannot disguise what I'm really feeling. Depending on how you feeling, later we'll be chilling. By the way you rock that outfit, girl, you killed it. Tell me everything you wanna do, yeah. Let me know if it's cool, yeah. Can I come through tonight? Tell me, baby, what you like. Tell me everything you wanna do, yeah. Can I come through tonight? Tell me, baby, what you like. Tell me everything you wanna do. Can I come through, come through, come through? Can I come through and chill with you? Can I come through, come through, come through? Can I come through and chill?
Let me talk to you.
Won't you come on over? Baby, let me show you how I can put it on you. Tonight, yeah. Call you 911. Baby, won't you doctor me up? I can be your patient. Ain't no discharging me.
All right. We back again. And Eddie, who are we with today?
We with KC.
Yes.
Now look, I checked that out. That's spelled Kaycii.
Yes, that's
Baby,
3
look, I
eyes.
ain't never-
Okay,
did you see
okay.
them two
But you
eyes?
know what?
Did you see them two eyes?
Sometimes people be lazy and don't do the third eye, and they do the 2 eye, and I'm like, "Where's my email?" And they're like, "Oh, I forgot the third eye.
Girl.
Sorry, that third eye. You
That's
know,
what I do. I do the 2 eyes.
it stands out. You know, like
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh, I remember because of
all
the
them little
spelling."
dots.
Right.
Right.
It's
I
a
was
funny
feeling you.
story though. Like I didn't even think about it. It was usually just 1 eye.
Okay.
And I was in a session, and when the
Okay.
guy saved the session, he just put 3 eyes, and I was like, that
That's
just looks
fire,
good.
right? Yeah.
You know, it just stood out, and so it was kind of just like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it. You know.
Exactly. See, I did the same thing. I started off with 1 eye. you
Okay.
know. Then I had to change it up and do the 2 eyes. I was like, no, that 2 eyes. That's what's working. Stormy, the 2 eyes. I'm feeling that.
I
So
like
feel you,
Stormy.
girl.
I like
All right,
like the
thank
name
you,
Stormy.
Thank
You know.
you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Casey.
KC, let's see, where should I begin? I am a Chicago native, you know, South Side. I'm out here living the dream, you know. Started in performing arts, like dancing, acting, all of that. So I kind of travel a lot. Like I love New York, Atlanta. Excuse me, guys, I'm a little the voice, you know. So, but I'm a songwriter as well. So I did get a lot of like my, I guess you could say my establishment from writing for other people and like demo singing for people. But it's time for me to basically, you know, be in the forefront. You know what I mean?
You like Megan Trainor then, huh?
Basically, yeah.
Come out from behind, right?
Exactly. Because you know, you don't, when you feel like you're being put in a box constantly, it's kind of like, you know, when you're like meant to kind of just be in front. And not to say that being in the back is a bad thing. Right. It's just when you have so many different elements, I want to see how far it's gonna go before I'm like, you know what, let me just go ahead and go back there. You know, so let me just give everything my all, and then if God says, you know, it's okay, then okay. But right now, I'm gonna just keep following his lead and just go from there. So
Neo started the same way.
Exactly. And sometimes you feel a little discouraged when when they're like, well, why don't you just come over here and just sing this song so and so can be placed on it. And so then, you know, in the beginning, it's like you're excited, but then it's almost like, well, dang, am I not good enough? But then it's like, but then they're gonna exactly. So
are most songwriters singers?
Not all. Sorry, I will say some of them, I mean, like a lot of male guys that I work with, a lot of them, they were great writers, but they can just add a little vocal stuff for them. But that's when they call us in as far as like, you know, demo singers. And then they do it like that. So not all are singers, but, you know, nowadays anybody can be a singer. So yeah, not everybody.
End up being singers, you know
they do. It's good to kind of know notes and things of that nature, but you know, as long as you have a good ear, I think that's kind of what kind of works. You know what I mean? If you can just kind of like, this is the melody I think I want, then you kind of hum it to the person that can sing, and then that's who delivers it for you. So you can get the placements. But again, like I said, everybody sings now. You know,
because you got a lot of writers that write their butt off.
Yes.
And they're not singers.
Yes.
But they can write, and they can tell you how they want that song sung.
Exactly.
Sticks. I don't know if you know Sticks from Watts. Sticks is a good friend of mine. He's like a son. Okay. And Sticks wrote. He was the ghostwriter for Iggy Azalea.
You just told on him.
Yeah. Well, it's already out there because he got his plaque and everything.
Okay, dope.
All that, and he wrote for what's her name? I'm blank. But she's a famous singer too. But she's still out there, and he's a good writer. He's a rapper though.
You know what? Some rappers can write a lot of like singing songs, especially R&B.
He didn't write some.
I watched your video when you were dancing because I put that little video thing together, and I saw DJ Looney Tunes.
Yes, that was a competition I did, but I do know DJ Looney Tunes. I do know him, so we haven't officially worked together yet, but I just actually saw him this past weekend for like BET weekend and stuff like that. But it was a competition called Coast to Coast Live, and I did win 3rd place. So it was a lot of rappers. I will say that, but it was like, you know, I love performing. So
are you considered a rapper or
no,
R&B?
aren't a singer. So it's just
and they do that sometimes.
They do that like
they throw rappers and singers in the same.
Yeah, so it was difficult. I mean, but it was like, you know what, this is for stage purposes. I just want to perform at the end of the day, you know. So it was basically myself and one other singer. singer, and everybody else was just pure rappers, you know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it was a different like atmosphere once I got up there. That's why I was like, you know what, let's do something different,
That's
you know.
big, that's
so
big, though. That's big. You took third with a bunch of
de-
rappers.
definitely, you
Yeah.
know,
You
definitely.
saw that one?
I
That's a
mean,
good one,
you know,
yeah.
I can perform,
Yeah,
you know.
you know.
So
Yeah, you was doing,
yeah,
you was doing your thing.
yeah.
I saw you with your little hair.
Thank you.
doing
That
your little-
ponytail,
Yeah,
boy,
girl,
it was
that
tight,
pony-
but you know, boy, it was
swinging
hard to sleep that night. I was like, wait a second, it was my first ponytail, like the whole 9, and she like braided it, and it was just
Genie in
like,
the bottle,
Got you like a
baby, yes.
Chinese one.
man, I was so excited when I took that thing down. Okay, you don't understand, but I was just like, this ponytail is too much.
So tell me,
Okay.
what got you into singing?
Just being around it. My parents played music all over the place. I always knew that I had the ability to sing, but I was very shy. Like, surprisingly enough, I never wanted to sing around people. So just, I think, being put in the performing arts atmosphere, it kind of just, it was music everywhere. And I'm not talking about like, I mean, I grew up with like people that dance with like Sammy Davis Jr. and all of that. So our shows were basically very theatrical, but it was like Broadway. So music just lived in me, you know. And my parents actually used to own a disco club. I wasn't around, but you know, Daddy would be like, "Oh yeah, I used to own a disco club," and my mom would be like, "I used to come out like, you know." So, but I know my mom would always say, "I remember you singing in the car, Mary J. Blige, and you just had this little squeaky voice," and it's just like, okay. But I started writing early. Like I've always been very like I guess you can say just my thoughts and creative. Yeah. Like I used to just write a lot of my feelings down. And you know, you look back, you're like in 7th grade, what are you really going through? But you kind of are. Like I was in love, but didn't understand why I was in love. Like I had a whole boyfriend, you know. So I had a singing group, and it was myself and 2 of my best friends. And I still actually have that spiral with just songs from like 7th grade. And so after that, I just kind of kept going when everybody else just wanted to, you know, be doctors and all of that. I don't know, it never left me. And I think from my mom just putting me in performing arts at the age of 4, it just is something that I just never wanted to get away from,
So it
you
was
know?
something that your mother saw in you at
yes,
a very young age.
at a very young age.
Performing arts.
Didn't
Yes,
see that, yeah.
yes, definitely. So, and it just stuck with me, even though now she's like, you need benefits. You know, I'm like, well, Ma, thank you, because you actually were the one that put this in me. So, I mean, of course, God gave me the talents, but you introduced this to me. So, me just singing around the house and doing flips, I was a gymnast too. So, you know, just very busy. I was a busy person.
So the songs you wrote when you were younger, have you ever thought about
Going back and doing them?
and putting one of them in?
You know what? I thought about one of them, and it was something called "Make Up Your Mind," and I think that it's so cheesy. It was just like, you better figure it out, you better make up your mind, and that was it. And it was just like, what are we talking about? But I mean, I guess then it actually made sense. You know, like Chicago was just very rough. You know, you like the rough kids, the roughnecks and stuff. So a lot of things you're like, oh man, this boy is. I'm crying over this dude in 7th grade because he's getting arrested. Like, you know, and it was like he's in 7th grade with me. You know what I mean? But it was just like that was the life in Chicago. Like the good girl always kind of went out for the bad guys, you know. So
Yeah, it's funny kind of still like that.
yeah. I
You
mean,
get
I'm
to be in
glad I
Chicago
kind
for that. You could be
of very true. Definitely very true.
They don't just like the bad boys in Chicago, girl.
Right. I hear you on that.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know, I know we missed. You missed.
Yeah, I was
night, but
actually-
it's okay.
yeah, I was
understand
on
you
set,
busy.
so-
You was busy, and you got to keep doing what you got to do. But I want to ask you about performing and stuff. So, do you perform in competitions a lot?
I don't. I've auditioned for a lot of different stuff like The Voice and things like that, but this was probably like my first kind of competition type of thing. I usually just try to find shows and just kind of go where I'm booked, you know. Of course, everybody wants to go on tour, so hopefully that's something that I can basically work on, but, you know, once I put out my EP and everything. So, but no, I don't really do many competitions. It's a lot. You know, I don't mind it, but I just want to make sure that it actually will take me somewhere, and I'm seen by the people that will definitely kind of help me get to that next level, you know, like The 4 or The Voice and stuff like that. So
those competitions.
Yeah, those platforms.
understandable.
Yeah.
I like I was talking to T.Y. just a while ago. I've never been a person when I with my artists to want to put them in because competitions could break you.
In what way?
It'll take you out of your mode. Sometimes when you think you know you're good, and then you get into a competition, and just say, for instance, you don't even place.
Right.
Some artists are weak and not strong.
And I think that goes back to just me just having a different platform where I've always been competitive because I was a gymnast, you know, so I didn't always place, you know what I mean? And that just kind of even just
Make
my
you work
early
that much
life.
harder.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't look at it as like, okay, if I didn't place, like, okay, third place, it was like, what? I know I'm like, you know, I was killing it, you know, but then it was like, it's all good, you know. I just wanted to hit the stage, you know. The love,
that's the thing
I think the
about it is,
love
if you
of
love doing it.
performing is what matters anyway. Like if you place, if you don't place, you still should feel some kind of way and just have confidence in yourself.
That's
and like just because I've auditioned for a lot, just being a dancer, being an actress, and you don't get
The
things.
parts and stuff, yeah.
I mean, my early years of like, because I wanted to be a background dancer. Like I was definitely kind of like music. I'll touch that when I get there, you know. So my first major audition was for Janet Jackson, and I didn't make it all the way. I made it to the finals, and I was like, yes, I'm excited. But that was it. And then I auditioned for Beyonce as well and didn't make it, and it crushed me to where I stopped. Like completely stopped dancing, you know, and I kind of like, I wish I hadn't, you know what I mean? Because then I feel like I should have kept going, but then I didn't have that extra, you know how some people just have that extra push. You know, again, their parents, they're old school. So they're like, well, maybe you should try something else. And, you know,
Get a job, huh?
right. Like,
get a job.
exactly.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, and they just want their parents. So they just,
Right.
your best interest at heart. So they don't want to see their child struggle, you know, and I'm the only one that left, you know, like, so I'm in New York by myself, you know, just trying to figure it out.
So are you in California by yourself? You have
Yes.
no family here? Wow. How about that? Now, how long have you been in California?
I've been here almost 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do aside from singing?
Shit.
Uh-oh.
You want the, as far as like, how do I make money?
Girl, listen,
I
wait a minute. What you about to say,
babysit,
baby?
you
What
know,
about to
I
say?
got hustles, nothing like that though. They're all legal hustles, you know. I figure it out.
Okay.
You know, I
Okay.
babysit. I
but
do
you
love
in a-
kids. I do own my own gymnastics company. I will say that. It's like
Okay.
a mobile gym. So
Okay.
I kind of like go and coach, you know, at people's houses with their little kids, and that's basically because I just can't work for anybody anymore, you know.
I ain't mad.
And so it's kind of like, let me just start my own business and figure it out. Because another goal of mine is to have like a performing arts / like gymnastics facility all in one, almost like a Alvin Ailey or Debbie Allen and all of that. You know, I don't want to coach anymore, but at the same time, I want that platform, you know. So just for kids to go somewhere and actually live out their dreams, and because it was hard doing gymnastics and dance at the same time because you had to go from one place to another. So my facility, I wanted to be just all in one spot. So then it's easier for parents, you know.
multiple talents.
I do,
Yes.
which is it's a catch-22 though sometimes because it's
being
like
a Gemini.
I'm actually a Sagittarius, so you're my opposite
just
apparently.
saying, girl,
So
I'm just saying,
you know, like it's a lot, but
be
you
all
just
over
you
the
just
place.
exactly, but you balance it out, you know,
But I ain't mad,
and
you know, your hustle is your hustle, baby.
It
Do what you gotta
is.
do till you
It
get where
is.
you wanna go, right? I'm not
I
mad
hear
at
that.
So I know how to hustle too.
Thank
baby.
you.
All right.
Got jobs like Jamaicans.
there you go.
All right. All right.
That's how you survive in LA, though. You
All right,
know,
we want y'all
like
high five.
high fives are great.
Give us some music. I want her to blow real quick. Can you do something for us? Just a little quick. I know
To this?
Girl, she
You want to
good.
do to this?
Yeah,
Or
she
you want
can
something
that's
else?
yours, right?
This is mine. I'm gonna give y'all a little
Just
bit
a
Just a little bit, girl.
because I don't want to be coughing all over.
We always throw you.
Okay.
Throw us a little bone, baby.
Won't you come on over? Hey, baby, let me show you how I can put it on ya. Tonight, yeah. Call you 911. Hey, baby, won't you doctor me up? That I can be your patient. Hey, ain't no discharging me. Listen. Said I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue, speaking different languages when I'm done. Hate it when you leave, love it when you come. Said I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue.
All right. Auntie Thelma had you speaking in a native tongue, baby. In a native tongue.
It's so subliminal, like
Saying, girl, listen,
there it
that's
is.
somebody.
That's when you
She
just
gonna
get
be
to
speaking
writing
in
and
All right, I give you a high
like,
five now.
Speaking in another language. That's
a
what
whole
she
nother
said.
language.
A whole nother language. You didn't even know
Thank
what
you.
she
That
was
damn
talking
T
about.
anyway.
Listen,
Hey, Hey,
No, that was horrible, but thank you.
That
I
was good.
appreciate you.
That was
good.
good. That was
Thank
good.
you. I
was
appreciate
feeling like,
it.
girl, I like
Thank you,
that.
thank you,
Look,
thank you.
give them out your social media. Tell them how to reach you, how to
Yeah.
get in
Yes,
touch with you,
you
because that
guys.
was hot. That native time I need dots.
Go ahead. It is available on all digital networks. You can find
okay.
me on Instagram. It is KAYCIII official. Same thing with Facebook and Instagram and all of that. And I do have an EP coming out. We'll be back for that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I
Well,
actually shoot the video for Native on Sunday. So, you know,
Where's it gonna be shot at?
downtown LA.
Downtown. Okay.
Somewhere. Downtown LA. So,
All right.
something about that. Okay.
That's
So,
awesome.
thank you guys.
Look,
Thank you
look,
for coming.
This is good.
I
This is
appreciate
good.
it. Thank
Stick
you for
around.
having me. I will.
Stick around, yeah,
For sure. Thank you.
Make you feel fatigue. Won't you go and drink up? I know you like what's in my cup. Ain't no stopping me. Let it overflow. Body's numbing, ready for more. I'ma sit back and enjoy the show. So good you might wife it, you never know. Cry me a river and let it flow. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue, speaking different languages when I'm done. Hate it when you leave, love it when you come. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. Hate it when you leave, love it when you come. Oh yeah. Hate it when you leave, love it when you come. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue. I'm gonna have you speaking in a native tongue.
That's how it is when you're born and raised in Compton. Born and raised. 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 Born and raised.
All right,
All right, y'all.
all right. We back at it. And I got the cutie sitting next to me this time, okay? They call him AQ. Is that what they call you?
That's what they call me.
And what does that mean?
My initials. My name is Akil Quinn.
No, just put it towards you.
Like that? No, we good? Yeah. My name is Akil Quinn. Born and raised Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go by AQ.
You single?
Yeah, I'm very, very.
Y'all
very
hear
single.
that? 310-946-3110.
Call in, please. Thank
The number again is 310-946-3110. Look, he's single, y'all.
Thank
Him
you.
cute.
Call in, ladies.
He about 6'4".
Yeah, you know,
And he can sing.
6'4".
You about 6'4"?
Yeah, I'm like 6'4".
You 6'4"?
Yeah.
About 6'4"?
Yeah, I'm about 6'4".
Okay, well, see, I know I got sons, so I already sized you up. I already know. Look, I'm letting them know what it is. How you doing today?
How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You doing good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little tired actually. I was up late making some music last night.
Okay,
So,
okay. Well, that's all
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You can't rest here.
No. I'm up. I'm up and at 'em.
You up? You with it?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I see y'all got y'all NWA all black thing going on
we
over
represent
here.
CPT, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Compton folks, baby.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Okay.
Born and raised in Compton, for real.
Okay.
We still here.
Talk that talk then.
We still here.
Yeah, talk that talk.
Yeah, it's a Compton day. You know we do on Compton. How you say?
Comptonopoly.
All of that. Yeah, you know
Have you
if you
seen
ain't
that?
got one, get
Nah,
one.
You
Y'all
see that, huh?
We
Hard to come by there, boy. Look at that there.
See, it's a Compton day on the.
Oh my God, they
Exchange
got Watts
Talk
on
Show.
there?
That's
They got
right,
everybody,
baby. That's how we
yeah.
do it. Yeah, it's a Compton day. So we got to
Why it's
represent.
not open?
That's what we
No,
do.
no.
It's just free advertising
No,
right here.
that's for sale if you want.
Yeah,
Everything must go.
Everything for sale. That's right. Just like you selling your music. We over here selling these games.
See, these here, you can't get these nowhere but the Compton
Tell it, baby. Tell it.
Walmart.
Okay.
And when they say they got them, you gotta get there, get it on. They gone.
That's right.
Y'all one hell of a duo. Y'all firing back to back on me right now.
Bang. Like bang,
bang, bang.
That part, yes, baby. Listen, you gotta tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm hilarious. What is it?
Yeah.
You got some nice teeth too, child. Was that braces that you used?
Oh, you know, thank you, Deanna Quinn. Appreciate that. As a youngster,
That's
I
right.
I was a little defiant, but now I'm happy. Yes,
That's right.
thank
That's
you.
right. She kept them straight. Huh? You didn't know what's
Yeah.
going on, did you?
Nah.
Now you just cracked your mouth open
Nah.
like, yeah, look at this, look at this,
Now
look
my
at
teeth,
this.
I show all 32.
Okay, see, he said he got all 32. He ain't got no
Yeah.
sides missing. Got all your teeth, baby. Look. Better ask somebody. Somebody had some insurance. Somebody had a dental plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Everybody is not as fortunate to have some dental, baby. Your mama made sure she knew you was going to be a singer, that you was going to have all 32 of them teeth.
Felicia, we ain't gonna get to get nothing out of it. Cause he'll hang in there with you on.
Okay,
Cause he like that.
Okay, all right. I'm
my
gonna back on
goodness.
up out of this, baby.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead, Ed. Go ahead, Eddie. Get him, baby. Go ahead, do that. I'll just admire his teeth. So 310-946-3110. Holly AQ.
Hello. Thank you. Call in.
Oh man.
That part.
I'll answer all your questions. Yes.
Felicia, you can go and ask AQ his questions.
You all right?
I'm trying.
I'm sorry. Look, okay, Eddie. All right. Go ahead. You know, I'm not the music person. Eddie is, you know, so I'm go ahead, boo. Get that. I was just looking at them teeth, baby. You don't see all them kind of teeth that much. Everybody ain't got no teeth.
Hey, you know what I just found out?
What happened?
You really gotta
I'm
pay.
hot.
You really gotta pay attention out
You
here.
really do.
So you know when people usually smile like this.
That part.
You know, I just figured out people who do that got bad teeth.
Yes.
Oh my
They
goodness.
permanently know how to hold that lip.
Yeah,
like
oh
that.
my God, they hold it down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh snap! That's why you don't smile.
You see, hey,
okay, I
AQ,
got it. I
when
figured
you out
it
there,
out.
when you out there, you know, performing and you see them fans and you see this fine one come up to you, if she come up to you and she smiling, ain't show them teeth, you know something.
Yeah, I know so. Yeah, I know so. But we make exceptions sometimes.
He said if you got a gap and you ain't got no side teeth, I just might make an exception. What?
We make exceptions sometimes.
You ain't got no teeth teeth, I'm okay with that.
God.
He's making exceptions over here. Boy, you Trey, you know what, you crazy. He over here, come with your gums and all. Okay. I take gums. He said, go ahead. You can be a gummer.
Oh my God.
You can be a gummer. I'm looking for gummies. All the gummies go ahead and call me. He ready. Gum on that. How about that?
God.
Boy, if you don't stop, now listen, he making exceptions over here for folks that ain't got no teeth. You ought to make a song about that.
God.
You need to make a song about it. It's okay if you gumming it.
That's our other show.
Okay, it's okay if you gumming. Okay.
Song called Exceptions. Hello?
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to dive into detail with the storyline.
Father God, he said.
You know what I mean?
Him making exceptions. How about that?
AQ, come on, man. Let me
I'm gonna be quiet.
Let's get to it.
Let them know how long you been in the game. You know,
Year and a half. Matter of fact, September 11th. Sorry, it's that date, but that was the day that I started rapping. So September 11th be year 2, and then I'll be starting year 3. Yeah, and I was always the one who grabbed the aux cord. I was the DJ. Everybody called me DJ Q before. So then I used to always joke around when I was in college, like, man, if somebody ghostwrite for me, I'll be on stage going crazy, like. And then come to find out, I just started writing my own music, and now I'm up there actually doing it. So,
give me the story about you and Hakeem.
how
Hakeem come?
How me and Hawk came together, man. Hakeem is the manager of Chosen Ones Entertainment. So I met Hawk through a friend named Blair, and we used to just go drink beer like during the day. We used to get faded. And then they used to play my music, and he started just like, "Hey, bro, you make music?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." We can cuss, right? All right, cool.
Because if we can't, it's too late.
Yeah, too late.
You done already said shit. Go ahead.
Well, shit.
Hey, look, our DJ he couldn't have blocked out anyway because he texting.
Ain't nobody paying attention. Where's your gums at? Go ahead.
So,
Gum that on down. Yeah.
so he's like starting to come around like, "Hey, bro, like your songs kind of hard." I was like, "For real, you fuck?" Like my father, me like, "You like them?
God.
Like you like them?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like them, bro. Like they really good." So then I'm like,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I had a friend, Robin Harris Jr. I know him.
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
him, we rapped together for, you feel me? He like kind of put me in, introduced me to certain people. So I was like, my friend Blair shoots videos. So I was like, all right. I was like, hey, everybody, let's meet at Blair's house. And they was like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, I'll tell y'all when I see y'all. So then I was like, hey, Hawk, you can really sell us, fam. Like, you be the manager. And I was like, Rob, me and you gonna be the artist. And then I was like, Blair, you gonna shoot the videos. And I felt, you feel me? I was compelling enough. They really believed in my idea. And they was like, yeah, bro, we can actually do this. You feel me? So I'm just glad they believe in me enough.
And everybody have teeth?
Yeah, everybody got teeth. Everybody got teeth. Make sure of that, because we got to smile.
That's right.
So we got to smile.
So what was your first song?
Ooh, my first song that I ever made?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
you know?
it was in I was 12. It was like back jerking days. I don't know if y'all know
said jerk?
jerking days, but it's some little kid stuff when we was kids. Back in my jerking days, it was with my older cousin. My first lines was, "I'm so fresh, you could tell how I dress. Fits every day, so I dress to impress. Nike SB, so I'm nothing like the rest." Some like rhyme with that, but those are my first lyrics at 12.
Okay.
I wrote.
Thought you was bad, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was bad. I thought I was hard. I was like, ooh, and the beat was like a little jerking beat. You know, I like to dance, so
So you just been in this game for like a year and a half, is that what you
Year
said?
and a half.
But you've been
September about to be 2
playing with
years.
this music thing since you were 12?
Yeah.
And what you been doing in between time? Because you mighty tall.
Oh, I was hooping. I was playing basketball.
Okay, talk to me, somebody.
At a serious level. You know what I mean? I'm not for play.
310-946-3110.
Yeah, call
Again,
in.
that
Yes,
number is
call in.
310-946-3110. He was hooping.
Yeah, I was hooping at San Diego State, Division I. Won a Sweet 16. Lost to Duke in the round of 32. They went on to win the national championship. God damn it, why we had to run into y'all. Y'all messed it up for my dreams and my hopes. And then I played Summer League with the Warriors in 2015. And then I played in the D-League with the Houston Rockets for about 3-4 months.
Okay.
And then after that, I went and did broadcasting with Fox Sports. And then after that, it just didn't fit me. I wasn't feeling it too much. And then I had an acting agent. I was going out to auditions like every day. I booked like 2 Nike ones and a Adidas one. Then after that, I was just like, I don't want to play nobody else's role. Like I don't want to copy nobody else's life. And then I'm getting a haircut one day, and we freestyling, and my barber was like, "Hey, bro, like go ahead." I was like, looking around like,
What'd you
me?
Say? You said that, you said that 12-year rap?
Yeah, I'm like, y'all want me to rap? I was like, oh snaps, all right. So then I wrote something down real quick, and I was like, hey, y'all got something. And then I rapped it, and then he was like, both of their faces, I was like, what, is it weak? Like, they was like, no, it's actually hard.
So you got some right now?
Nah, I don't do that.
You don't do what?
No, I don't freestyle. I'm cool.
You don't freestyle?
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, we could get robbed. We could get robbed on a mic though.
Oh yeah,
Right,
always.
You feel me?
Always.
That's what we do.
But
That's the dynamic.
Can we get you to go on one of your tracks?
Yeah. Bring Trey shots up. You got Trey shots.
Trey shots. Did I bring
Okay,
a
put
Trey
that up
shot?
there.
You the
Yeah.
one with the Henny bottle?
You know, I got the video for y'all too, exclusive. I'll show y'all after this.
Okay.
Oh, I can rap over it?
Yeah, you got somebody?
Yeah. Straight shots just to get it started. Glad you can't kick it at my private party. I know I'm gonna grab to wake up in the morning. Straight shots just to get it started. Started. In the sea, baby, no chaser. Yeah. Help you when you stumble to the elevator. Later. Yeah, champagne and fruit, yeah, when we wake. Champagne and fruit, yeah. Had to get the paper, baby, no later. Which, ooh. Drink got me tripping. Love a real bitch when she listen. I'm trying to take you on a mission. Rodeo Drive, girl, let's get them cushions. Ooh. Before the day goes, let's to the PH and let's lay low. Keep missing. Scotty got me going like pepper. Straight shots just to get started.
DJ Ron for the next.
Let's kick it on my private party. I know I'm gonna regret to wake up in the morning. I'm gonna regret them Henny shots in the morning, like I did this morning. Lord have mercy.
All right, dude.
You feel me? Yeah.
I like your style.
You lucky it wasn't no real mic. I would have stood up and started getting off on y'all.
You said we ain't got no real mic. You said we ain't got no real mic.
Nah, if y'all had the mic that I got, take off.
No. Second person.
He's not saying that.
No real
He's not
mic.
saying that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the second person.
He ain't saying that.
Bag on these mics.
He's not saying that. He's just saying that he
I
can't
know
take it
what
off.
he's
No.
saying. Whatever. Don't come in here trying to bag now.
No. If y'all had a
I ain't
mic
got
that I
no
could
real
take
mic.
off this thing, I would have been up there like.
No, we know how to unscrew it. We know how to unscrew it. Don't trip now. I can take it apart. You said we ain't got no real mic. What? I just kidding. Okay, you gotta mind your words.
Well, you got any?
Hey, she crazy, y'all. She crazy.
You got any social media thing you want the
Oh
artists
man,
to know where they can reach you at and stuff?
I think I'm about to patent this phrase. I'm on that gram heavy. You feel me? I'm on that gram heavy at A Quinn, AQUINN _ Twitter. My real name, Akil Quinn. Man, everybody call me AQ, call me Akil. I don't care. I ain't hiding from my name. You know what I mean?
Call him Gummy.
You feel me?
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah, all of that.
Got a new nickname.
You know what I mean? If that's what she needs.
Gummy.
You feel me? Hey.
Wow. You know what?
Get at me on the grill, man. Get at me on the grill, man. I'm a nice dude. I follow back. I talk back to you. You know what I mean? I like to have fun. You know.
That's right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's just an awesome interview.
If you want to come out and get a straight shot of Henny with me, we can do that too.
Okay.
You want to come to the studio and enjoy some stew time? We can do that too.
They got that Henny, baby.
Straight shots just to get it started.
Straight shots, baby. Straight shots. Okay, look, we want you to stick around, okay, because we're going to bring y'all all to the table, because this is too much, baby. This is too much.
Hello, this is Josie.
That's all right.
Josie.
Josie. Him juicy. What?
How you doing?
Straight shots just to get it started. Glad you came to kick it at my private party. And know I'm going great to wake up in the morning. Straight shots just to get it started. Hennessy, baby, no chasers, yeah. Help you when you stumble to the elevator. Fader, baby, yeah. Champagne and fruit, yeah, when we wake. How they get the paper, baby, no lay up, no, I can't lay up with you. Ooh, yeah. The drink got me tripping. Love a real bitch when she listens. I'm trying to take you on a mission. Birthday on time, girl, let's get them cushions on. Yeah. Before the day goes, let's just hit the pH and let's lay low. Keep missing. Scotty got me going like Pippen. Straight shots just to get it started. Glad you came to kick it at my private party. I know I'm going great to wake up in the morning. Straight shots just to get it started. We don't need no hate, no stop sign. We just drink and play and have fun till we
And I love relationships. I think they're fantastic. They're wonderful. I think they're great. I think there's nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love. But falling in love for the right reasons. Falling in love for the right purpose. Falling in love. Falling in love. When you fall in love, what is there to compromise about?
Need you to need me.
All right, y'all. We here with my namesake,
Here we go.
Fallon Favors.
Here we go.
We got another Favors in the house. Y'all related?
We gotta be.
Yeah, we are.
We
We gotta
gotta
be in there somewhere.
But y'all don't know.
We don't know.
Y'all ain't
We got
related.
to do something. We got to do something.
Y'all ain't related.
Favors is a
Knock
very
it off.
uncommon name.
Yeah, like
so.
Pool is too, but guess what? I ain't related to all the Pools.
We tried it. Okay.
Right. But y'all do got them points on y'all nose, so y'all just might be, girl. Y'all
Right. We
just
don't know who
might
that's
be.
from.
Right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, beautiful. I like your music.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And I pulled you up on Instagram, and you doing your doggone thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I followed you back.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. 'Cause I was following y'all.
Yes. Right.
So how did you get started in this game?
Oh man, I've been singing and writing since I was 12 years old. I wrote my first song when I was 12. I spent some time back east with my mother, single mom. She was always working, so to occupy my time, I would go through her old records, her Rick James, her Tina Marie, her Stylistics, like all of her albums. And I kind of just fell in love with music. And I think Mariah Carey was one of the first people I started listening to that inspired me to start writing. So I started writing first, and then after that, I began to study the vocal part of it and like the techniques and really kind of like strengthening my voice and finding my voice.
Okay.
So it's been a long time.
Okay.
Long time.
How long you been in Los Angeles?
All my life. So I was born in Inglewood, California. Okay. Well, Cedar Sinai, but raised in Inglewood.
Right.
Spent time back east in Silver Spring, Maryland between like 95 and 99. And then I moved back out here to LA with my mother and been out here ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So singing, is that what you do? Is that your profession?
That's my passion.
Okay, girl. Correct me, honey.
Yeah,
yes.
no. Like it's been a tumultuous relationship with music, just not being able to even let it go and always having to keep in mind that it's a gift that God gave me, and it took me a really long time to embrace it instead of running from it and hiding from it and being scared of what that gift is, because that gift makes you stand out. It makes you isolated.
Yes.
Yeah, and it kind of, even for other people that can make friends and people that are around you that love you, make them uncomfortable if they don't really know what their passions or their gifts are or whatever. So it took a long time to kind of embrace that and not be scared of that. So I'm still learning.
Okay, but that's awesome. I like your testimony.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's very enlightening.
Yeah,
It
I
is a
appreciate
gift.
that. Yes, yeah. What's up, Ed?
Yeah. I'm just enjoying this day. This is a cool day.
Okay.
My sidekick here just had me going. But she's, we have a good time doing this, man. But the music thing to you, what makes it that gives you that passion to really, want to keep flowing with it?
Music is like, we all know music is what connects us. You travel overseas, you know that, you know what I'm saying? And people that don't even speak English know all
your song.
The words
know
to
the
your
words.
song.
Yeah.
It transcends all barriers of language. It's all emotion, and especially like R&B music. Like that's here. Soul music, that's here. Jazz, blues, that's in the heart. So, I'm connected to that, and I'm a fan. I've been studying music for a really long time. You know what I'm saying? The greats, like the Whitneys and the Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige's, those are my greats. Those are the people that are in pocket for me for being the greats. And I aspire to definitely be on that level one day.
Oh, yeah.
And see, the thing I like about you is you don't mind doing a cappella. Because when I was pulling up your Instagram stuff, I was like, this girl is bad.
Yeah.
Like, no
Well,
music
you.
and nothing, and you straight there hitting notes and everything. It wasn't all cracking and all that. I was like, okay. And I like the one you did with If This World Was Mine.
Oh.
Girl, that's my song.
Yeah.
Girl, you spoke to my old soul.
Yeah, my mom had me at 32. My mom had me at 32. So she was old school. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in that type of household. So it wasn't a lot of hip hop happening. I learned that on my own. But she was playing that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Patti LaBelle. And so those are the things that still with me. And I definitely don't feel like I'm on the level of these people at all. I know this. Like, I'm humble enough to definitely realize that or whatever. But the heart of it, that's what I try to channel. You know
But you bring your own little twist to
Absolutely.
it. Because I was like, because I had that If This World Were Mine, I couldn't get it to balance on the, I was like, because I'm liking this one. And then you did I'm not sure which one I posted.
It was an SWV record.
Okay, yeah. But you hard, girl, with that music. I'm serious, because
appreciate
acapella, when you can sing acapella, you can sing.
Yeah. this day and age, I don't think we're really used to being put on the spot like that. But again, like my mom used to tell me, like all of those tricks and stuff that people be trying to do, you need to just stand flat-footed and just sing. All that extra stuff, I'm just like, Mom, what if my face is ugly when I'm singing? Wow, whatever it takes to get the notes out, you need to be singing it. Like I come from that, you know what I'm saying? So again, it took me a long time to feel comfortable enough to embrace that and just, not be afraid of that.
So tell us about your album, Destiny.
Yeah, so Destiny is one of my latest projects that I put out. It's a 5-song EP, and I chose the name because Destiny is a super broad concept. I do believe music is a part of my destiny. My aspiration is to definitely touch the world with my music, and it just, I feel like a lot of people could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much was it. It wasn't too deep.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that music is a part of my destiny, and I want fans to be able to get to know me personally, layer by layer by layer. I have other projects that I've dropped. Around the Way Girl I dropped last summer. I'll be working on Around the Way Girl 2 real soon. So.
Okay, cool.
You got one song that was my favorite, about love. And I forgot the damn name of the song.
Forgot the damn name of the song.
But I love that song. I was playing the heck out of that song.
Okay.
It's about love, though.
Yeah. All my stuff is pretty much about love, just different ways.
Particular one, I think it was titled, was it You?
What?
He in menopause. That means menopause. He's in the menopause. He's on the menopause. You know what I'm saying? He can't hardly think. He don't know what he's talking about. His hormones are declining. Child. He don't know what he's talking about. Like you said, all your songs is about love.
Yeah, but you got.
It was that one.
It's that one though.
Him having a hot flash right about now. You don't know. He's like, I can't think what it is, but I know it's my love.
Right.
But
I'll call you with that song.
Want to hear it? Here it goes. Right.
Oh man.
Yes, honey. Go on.
But
talk
yeah,
to
you got
girl.
some
Wake
good
up,
stuff.
wake
You got some
yourself
good.
up.
You got some good. Yeah, I like what I like about you and your style because you got more of a, like you said before, you got that hunger of a rapper.
Yes.
And that grind, you know, because rappers is like a grind.
Yeah, for sure.
Singers was always known to be the nice guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Puffy made Jodeci and them.
Oh, okay.
To more of like a hip hop R&B,
right,
you know,
right.
And that's how I felt you. You're more like a hip hop R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that grind in it. I like that.
So you are R&B.
I am R&B. I do not rap.
Say.
But I was heavily influenced by 90s hip-hop as well. 90s hip-hop, 90s R&B, which was really the bread and the butter, the cream of the crop, in my opinion. So what I was raised on. And so a lot of that is infused into my music and the way that I write, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I think that in today's time, we can take more risks because maybe a lot of us are independent. Back in the day, you had to sing what they wanted you to sing. Yeah. Now I can say what I want to say. If I want to have an expletive or something in my song, I don't have to worry about how many I have. I can tell my story how I want to tell it. And really, especially Around the Way Girl, this was the type of environment that I was around. It wasn't always peachy. It wasn't always sweet. So I like my music to reflect that.
Awesome. That's good. Yeah, that's real good. So are you? Do you have anything coming up as far as performances?
I'm working on that. I was just talking to one of the other artists outside. I've spent so much time perfecting the music or trying to perfect the music and really produce it like how I hear it in my head and be comfortable and confident with that. And so now I'm starting to get back out there and perform and get my performance, my showmanship together.
Okay, because you have many looks.
What you mean?
Many looks based looking at your Instagram.
Oh, yes.
You have many looks. I mean, that's a good thing. You look like a little sweet girl right now, but I seen you with the little rag stuff. You be doing your thing. Then I seen the little, selfie post.
Right.
Then you got the one with the black dress on. That's hot, girl. That's hot. That's the one I posted. So you have many looks. You're a woman.
Is that the one where she's sitting on a rock like?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, you got your feet out.
She got her feet out, and I told her, you everybody can't do that.
Yeah, because he's a feet man.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Him will scrub your feet.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to see what was them toes doing? Was them toes talking or what was
you can't have no ugly feet. Hey, am I right? You can't have no ugly feet, can you?
Look at this. Everybody talking about feet back. Look. He should have been on the other side.
Hey, I'm like, look, like you. She got her feet out and they're just right there. I'm like, okay, she could do it
Yeah,
then,
that,
because
Eddie knows her feet.
you can't do it. I know it's you from head to toe. Push it that way.
Right.
You know, I'm very observant when it comes to a woman.
Okay.
You are very observant.
dang
He's a
right.
man of many talents as well.
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh,
They over there dying.
he is a man of many talents. He is that's my homeboy.
But we had a good time. When I first went over there, it was crazy how we met. It was with T.Y. was there.
Okay.
It was her and T.Y. Him and T.Y. and her did a song together.
Okay.
Yes.
Bomb song. And I was looking for somebody to sing the song for the new movie right there.
Right.
And I told Taco, I said, Taco, I need a female. Find me somebody. He said, okay, I'll look for you. I'll find somebody. So it was like, what was it, 8, 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
He called me. Hey, come over to the studio. I said, what's up? He said, I found the girl for your song. I said, all right, let me get ready. Get dressed. Then he called me back maybe 10 minutes. Where you at? I said, I'm on my way. Hurry up, because it's getting weird over here. I said, what the heck going on? He said, she saw your name on the phone, and she saw your name on the credit of the movie, and she like, wait a minute. That's my last name. And I'm like, what? He said, her last name's your last name. I said, God, don't tell me it's another one. Like, you my daddy?
Right.
I said, all right, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
You dropping seeds, bro?
And I had a couple of them, But anyway. So I get over there, and I see her sitting over there, and we hug and everything. And it was just the music. Her whole demeanor was just like, it was just, she was hungry for what she's doing, and that catches my eye. That's, it's almost like the five, like I told y'all, it's like the 5 heartbeats. When he told his wife, I think I got a group, I think I'm gonna get back into it, and she said again, that's how I felt. When I saw her, T.Y., AQ and all them, it's like they all are good artists. You know what I'm saying? They all got good substance in their songs, and it just really touched me, man. And it's like, I've been talking with them, and they just,
doing their thing, huh?
Yes, they
doing
are.
Their thing. Yeah. But what we want to do is we want you to give out your information as how people can reach you and get in touch with you as far as your music is concerned.
Yeah.
And then what we're gonna do is bring everybody, kind of get you guys some seats to sit down for a few minutes, because I know we're kind of running out of time. We're gonna wrap it up, but I gotta bring everybody to the table. We gotta come back to the table. I gotta bring all y'all to the table.
Wait a minute. She got to do what everybody else did.
Of course she does. Go ahead. Okay.
Just
but
bit.
We got raggedy mics. That's what AQ said.
He didn't say
the kind of mic that you can actually
mic you
sing
can take
on.
off.
He said it ain't like a studio mic. You can barely talk through this mic. He was like, if I could use this mic, I would.
I knew they was gonna do that. They told me I was gonna do that. Let me see.
You want to do one on your songs? You want to sing one of your songs?
I can do. I'll do like a. Let's see.
See, she acapella.
I'm getting tired of your shit. You don't never buy me nothing. See, every time you come around, you got to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometimes? See, I've been having this on my mind for a long time. I just want it to be you and me, like it used to be, baby. But you don't know how to act. So matter of fact, I think you better call Tyrone. What y'all say?
Call him.
Okay. Yeah.
You better call Tyrone. Yeah. Somebody better ask me.
Do that.
You better call Tyrone. Not on 9. Okay. Call Tyrone. She said you better call him.
Call him.
Need some help.
Tell him, come on.
Tyrone gonna back it up. Look, y'all come on, sit down. Let's do this.
You got some information?
Yes. So all you really have to do, and this is not a brag, but just Google the name Fallon Favors. All of my social media handles will come up, from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also did a reality show. I won't say how long, because I didn't know how that. But I did a reality show not too long ago called College Hill. It was on BET.
College Hill.
So you can Google that as well. So I'm out here. You can find me, Fallon Favors. There's a lot of Fallons, but it's not a lot of Fallon Favors. You can find me.
That's right. You're doing your thing, girl.
Thank
That's
you,
what
man.
I'm talking about.
I appreciate it.
Make your change, and you ain't got to gum it. Ha!
Ow!
You got teeth. Ha! She got all her teeth. All right. Come on. Where's Robin? Where's Robin?
Where Robin at? Where Robin at?
Did he leave?
Oh, he come to the restroom?
Girl, look, let the ladies sit down and let these homeboys get behind them. What?
Yes.
Child, listen. We got,
I got my good side.
everybody got her good side. She
She
got
on
all
that
her
side,
teeth.
like,
She got all her teeth too,
jeez.
because I see all her pictures smiling. She
Thank
got
you.
good teeth too. Look,
I appreciate
they got
that.
dinner plans. Look at this one.
I said I'm gonna just post right here.
Post up, gummy. Post up. Ain't nobody mad but the girl without no teeth. Look.
Hilarious.
Come here, Robin.
They deal with it all. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. It don't get no better than this. It don't get no better than this. Y'all see all this talent right here? It doesn't get any better than this. God is a good God at the end of the day.
Yes.
Because whatever you have that's going on within you, whatever talents that you have, those are talents that God has given you. Okay? And you guys are out here on this platform because He's allowed you to be on this platform. So we always got to give God the praise and the honor and the glory.
Amen
You know what I'm saying? Because this is how He does it, right? And how come He bring all this talent together on one stage or whatever you want to call it at the round
What
table,
platform?
baby?
What platform?
The square table, the
What
rectangle
platform?
table, whatever kind of table you want to call
Red
it,
table
right?
is amazing,
And
by the
then
way.
everybody is in unison. You know what I'm saying? This is a good thing. You know, I'm looking at you. You're a beautiful young lady. You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
Your music is awesome. You're a beautiful young lady. You know, you're coming from Chicago doing your thing. You're out here for 4 years. You know, then I'm going to turn around, baby. Let me turn around.
Pivot.
Right. Baby,
This
y'all got
boy.
this is my good son, and I got
mess.
teeth.
Okay.
I got teeth. What?
I missed the joke. Oh yeah, you missed the whole thing. Rewind.
Yes, baby, yes. We got
Oh,
Mr.
God.
We got Mr. Henny standing behind me doing his thing. I mean, seriously. Now, listen, he done played basketball. He's modeled. He's done all these things. But at the end of the day, this brother came back to his roots, which is the song, okay? And when I'm coming from all of this is when I'm hearing everybody started at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the spirit has been within you for a long time. Then I got my man over here. Oh, he's taking, y'all. I got to tell you, he's taking, you know.
He's engaged.
He's engaged and he got a baby, you know. But he's sweet and he messed up and he got out there and messed up and he started crying like a little girl and he wrote a song to his girlfriend and told her to come on back, baby. I need you back. And you just
Relax. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he just shake his little dreads like, look, baby, you got to come, baby, come home, baby, come home. You know, so he's a whiner, you know, and we like whiners too, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You are hilarious. Okay.
You know what? And then we got my boy Robin. Look, baby, look. He did his thing. His daddy done came and got it down in his soul, and they wanted him to tell jokes, but he wasn't about the jokes. And the brother actually could sing. He could rap, and he can do some R&B at the same time. You guys are real talented, and his stuff is good too. So you know, I don't know who in here doing the panty dropping songs, but guess what? Something like.
Wait. You heard her song.
I got native tongue, but
She
you
got
know,
native tongue.
You can read between the lines in that way. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I don't know about the panties dropping, but you know.
Okay, but we draws dropping, baby. Somebody coming, somebody calling.
True.
Booty calls, whatever. Y'all all got it.
Yeah.
He begging, he got it, right?
It all coincides, you know?
It all goes together.
Yes.
But this is a beautiful thing. Henny, you know what I'm saying? And seriously, I wouldn't be out here talking like this. I'm really enjoying this. I am really not a music person. This is Ed's thing. This is what he does. I love my dude. I love his music. He know I'm about all, you know, I'm the kind of one to be driving, got that one little CD in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. So when the music comes, I really don't know a whole lot. What is an EP?
It's just like it's not an album.
It's 4 or 5
it's like,
songs,
yeah.
6 songs.
Okay, well,
it's like a mixtape, but not a
miniature,
mixtape.
yeah.
Okay,
you know?
you see what I'm saying? You know, I'm a little lacking, but I ain't lacking too much. You know,
Hello.
I got all my teeth.
Right. it always comes back to that. Yes.
Always gonna come back. I got all
Don't
my
let it
teeth.
be known,
I have
okay?
a dental plan. Yes, I do. And all my nieces do too.
Hello.
Hello, somebody.
Oh, man.
But this is being beautiful. But what I'm gonna do, and what we want to do, we want to go around, let you guys say, everybody say something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? You just don't call me dog. You know what I mean?
Hello.
Okay. Eddie.
Yeah, dog.
Okay. He said, yeah, dog. That's my dog. Okay. All right. This has been a good show. This is Compton. This is how we do it. We bring it to the people. You know what I'm saying? We 100% 100 on what we do. Okay. That's why we represent how we do, right?
That's right.
Straight out of Compton. It don't get no better than this. Okay. So I'm going to go over here to my boy, Rob. Yes, always. You ain't never scared.
He wasn't ready. She didn't know he was gonna come.
But you already know. Shoot me something. Say something. Don't stand behind me and talk to me. You gotta talk to me with a little lyric or something. Say something.
So you want me to spit something?
You know I do. You know I do. You know I ain't playing with you. You know I ain't playing with you. He need a beat. You need to sit down. You need a seat. Get up there.
We freestyling in this part. I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I can't beatbox. Right. Woo! All right. Yeah, the legend done sat down, baby.
Comptonology. What is it?
Baby, you don't know nothing about that?
I did peep that too.
I
was like, okay.
Monopoly.
Baby, that's like Monopoly. That's the I'm telling you, Compton is on the map. This is how we do it in Compton. We make up games. We play games. You know what's
Wait, the Debo bike costs $250.
That's right. That's right, baby. This is how we do it.
You got some? The Watts Towers.
You know I need to hear from y'all. Yeah, I need to go home and lay down and think about it. Yes.
Let's get it. We got something.
That's don't beg. That's for him.
No, I'm just but it made for great music, though.
And the drunk is behind me. Go ahead.
Hey. Whoa. I'm Kid Rock. We on Compton Exchange, young talent that we out doing things, yeah, I'm just rhyming and grinding, we all stars still shining and shining, I'm coming on my dome, whoa, you see I'm never going home, I think you're up next, you know the kid about to roam, yeah, we been blessed, you know I'm never going home, I might have to throw the shades back on, got straight shots to my right, yeah, we going on, yeah, I'm just doing my thing, make it speak in the native tongue like K say, whoa, I'm just flowing, wait, y'all don't get me started, hold on, now not no departed, yeah, I hate traffic like LA, whoa, I hate traffic like the LA, 4-5, see I'm going live, see the kid here, man, you know he got the drive, whoa, I'm still rhyming, no Manny Fresh, but the kid timing, I'm sorry, but you know I'm big timing, no Manny Fresh, but the boy big timing, I'm gone.
Right?
Okay. Yes. You ready?
Yeah, he like, nah, it's no man.
Come on, sit down now. Come on. There you go. I need you to whine to me now. Cry, give me some tears, baby.
I just
look, go on. What's that song? What's that song he was crying to?
That song's not on there. You know what? It was probably a blessing I didn't put it on there.
It's okay. No, baby, it's all good. Look, pull up his music. Is that you?
Hey. That's not me.
That ain't you?
That's you? That's not me.
I'll shake. Brush it off.
I mean, I just want to say thank you for having me on your
Right.
From Compton to England.
All right, that's what's up, baby. That's what's up.
I appreciate you, Stormy. That's it.
Not a problem. Look, you know I'm just joking, right? You know I like to cry. I like to cry, baby. Look, ain't nothing like crying to a good old song, baby. Yes.
My mama.
You just look out for summertime fire.
All right, summertime fire. All right. Come on now. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Let's make it hot.
What we gonna do with this?
Let's make it hot, yo.
What we gonna do with this? Henny.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I mean. I really don't, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me. Go ahead.
First, I'm gonna get her last. I just want to thank y'all for having me. Everybody up in this room, I really appreciate it. And my album dropping July 20th. My song, my shots, Straight Shots is out right now. Matter of fact, go get that. The video is crazy. We just finished it, as a matter of fact. And the album is called White Lies. And I'm with another chick. I'm still thinking about you.
Did y'all hear that? He said we went a little chick. He gonna be back at the bottom. Like the grandmother over here. The grandmother got folks thinking about him. What?
I appreciate you and Eddie though. Huh? Straight. Oh, yeah. Pre-order is up and live tomorrow. Actually, what is it?
Is it right now?
Is it right now? In 40 minutes, the pre-order is live on Apple Music. Go get that for your boy.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
Your boy.
And you don't need no teeth to eat his meat.
Keep that down.
Yeah, all you need is a native tongue.
I'm gonna have to step
Say it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm asleep. You gotta stay woke around here, baby. Stay woke. You got something? Come on, baby. What you gotta say? Come on now, let's.
Sorry.
Native tongue girl. Look.
Yeah, I'm not freestyling, but again, thank you. This has been amazing, Eddie, Stormy, with 2 eyes. You know, she might as well just go ahead and add that third eye.
Girl,
you know,
nah,
so we
I'm
could
good
be
three.
we could be a little twinsy.
All right.
Again, my name is Casey, Kaycii. You can find me everywhere. My song Native is out right now on all digital outlets. So yeah.
Native tongue.
Turn up.
Native tongue.
Native tongue, baby. These folks be on the
Native tongue. Speaking
Hey, what? Oh my God. Okay.
And we are doing a remix to that. So
You
you know what I'm
may let
saying?
me jump on that one.
We're doing a nice little remix to Native
You might
tongue.
let me have to jump on that one. I could dive on up in that one.
Oh my God.
I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
She ready.
She wasn't ready.
Oh my God, look, come get me, Jesus. What?
He had to move.
This is not PG-13, okay?
No, not at all.
Never.
Baby.
Not
Never.
tonight.
No, not
Kids
no
should be
night.
asleep
We no,
right
no
now.
nights is
No
PG
night.
here.
This is an adult show. Please don't be offended.
Right.
True.
This what we do. We gonna make you sleep better. Ho!
Turn up.
I did get a good night's sleep.
I did peep a clip where you was giving the information about some of the oral sex techniques,
Uh-huh.
and I
Oh,
did
oh,
because
oh.
I checked your gram too.
You seen the show? You seen that show?
Yeah, well, I didn't see the show, but I saw the clip, and I'm
No.
like, oh, okay. So yeah, it gets steamy. I'm like, all right,
Oh yeah.
There we go.
We are teaching chef.
We teach.
as y'all should.
You know, when you get to be this age, baby, you have to learn a little something.
Absolutely.
We teaching over here,
Amen.
and we bring the millennials over here to keep us on top of our game.
That's right.
Cause y'all be knowing some new stuff, baby, that we be know nothing about.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. How we be on that regular stuff.
Yeah,
Y'all be
you
on
do.
that. What?
I told you.
Yeah, I be
Don't
on
put
the
me in that
too.
category.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's
You,
an old
she
freak.
keep on putting
Speak
me into
for
that
her.
old category. You know,
Let me speak for myself.
I'm very relevant.
Okay. Let me speak for myself.
Wow.
I keep my ears open and my eyes wide.
Right?
Up to date.
That's right. Got you
Okay,
back.
you said, well, I might be a little behind times, but that's okay.
It's all right. You don't have to be.
Okay. That's okay.
You
That's
keep telling me you don't have to be.
All right, sweetie, what you want to say?
Definitely thank you guys both for having us all here. You know, a lot of us don't have this kind of platform. You know what I'm saying? Especially for independent artists, up and coming. There's a lot of hype beast stuff going on where you already have to have a name to kind of get that platform to speak about what it is that you do. So I definitely appreciate it. I'm humbled to be here, and definitely go get that Destiny, that Around the Way girl. Again, just Google me, Fallon Favors. You'll find out everything that you need to know. Got T-shirts for sale for the Destiny album 25. You can find that on my Instagram. DM me. I'll pull up. Let me know. Yeah, and just look out for me, man. I'm coming for sure.
Hey.
That's awesome.
coming.
That's awesome. Look, you guys, look, it's been a wonderful night. Look, we want you to support these artists. These are beautiful people doing their doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? It has been an awesome night. I have had a blast.
Yes.
I really have. But
Yes.
again, let me just keep it 100 in case you need that Compton.
We got 'em.
Technology.
We got 'em.
We
That
got
is
them.
fly.
You know, hit us up. You know, like I said, Eddie stand on his for 50, mine are for 45. Okay, born and raised in Compton. But if I have to send it out of state, it costs $20 to do it. So just add, do the math, do the math. But hit me up, cause I you know, we got to make our change too. We need change to keep putting it out there, right?
You got you.
Yeah, we can do this every Thursday without that change.
Hey,
but,
right.
I was gonna say something real
go
quick.
ahead, Eddie. All right, Eddie. Go ahead, Eddie. Up.
You gonna freestyle one time?
You Eddie up.
We would love that.
No,
But
No,
you-
okay.
I ain't freestyle.
you-
You know what?
Uh-oh.
We're gonna close the show out
okay.
giving thanks.
There you go, baby.
You wanna
Go
do
ahead.
that?
Do it. Do your
Give
thing.
me some music right there.
Yeah. Lay his CD down.
Let me little volume on that right there.
There you go.
It's yours truly at the MC. It's been 11 years since I hit this microphone. Is that right, T? But this time I think I had to come on a different tip. just to let you understand what needs to be done on a regular basis. I hope you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. Peep game, first verse. When we go through our lives, sometimes we never think about how we are blessed. For some, they have to do without money, clothes, or home, or something to eat. Some people have lives that are bittersweet. When Thanksgiving rolls around, or Christmas Eve, those are the only 2 times that we stop and think about people not as fortunate as ourselves, while we go around just wasting up our wealth. But wait, who am I to criticize? For I am not a judge, although I am wise. So listen to this rhyme, cause it is to remind that we are all blessed, because the Lord is so kind. Cause some people can't see, some people can't even hear, are stricken with diseases that are very severe. Now my rhyme isn't finished, it's only begun. We should all give thanks for what the Lord has done. Come on. Yeah.
Look, hallelujah. Okay.
We done switched it up.
That part.
MD.
I just wanna thank you. So the least that I can do is say thank you. Say thank you.
Verse 2, people. Now I have many talents, and rapping is just one of them. Saying words and phrases and making up homonyms. Standing on the stage in front of a crowd, entertaining many people who enjoyed my sound. But today I'm rapping to a different beat. I'm not trying to move the crowd just to hear me speak. Giving thanks is the least thing that you can do, because tomorrow wasn't never ever promised to you. Thinking about some of the things that happened to me, some things were life-threatening, and now I see that we should all be glad for every day that we get, cause you can up and just die, cease to exist. Some people have all that they can want out of life and don't give credit to the Lord, and you know it ain't right. Now my rhyme is finished, I rap this song, and you should all give thanks for what the Lord has done. Come on. I hope you understand the words that just came out of my mouth and realize what you need to do ain't nothing to joke with. Your life is in the Lord's hand. And if you don't believe in that man, you don't believe in nothing at all. He creates everything around you. He wakes you up every morning and let the sun shine in your face. He put clothes on your back, food on your table, and a roof over your head. And that fancy car that you drive, he made it possible. And it's about time that you realize that you can't do this on your own, and you haven't done it on your own. Realize what you need to do, and that's on a regular basis. Thank the Lord, because he's the one, the only one, died for our sins so that we can live and enjoy life abundantly.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to reach to you and let you understand that there's a higher man that's in charge of everything that goes on in our life. I'm yours truly, Anthony MC. The back house. Peace out.
All right. Okay, you know, this is Compton Exchange Talk Radio, baby. We'll take you from the whole strip to the pulpit. You know what I'm saying? This is just what we do. You know, this is what we do.
I love you.
We give it all to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
what we do.
At the end of the day, what we gonna do is praise God. Now, you just heard it from the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we put it all out there because life is life. You know what I'm saying? We go through some things. And this is real talk. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, God still gets the praise, baby.
That's
that was
right.
awesome. So what he said, we just want to thank you. Peace out. We're going to do this thing again and again Thursday.
And let's
Check
thank
us out.
all the artists for coming out.